All right, we got to make this quick because this next young man has got class he's got to get to.
He's a student athlete.
Yeah. Well, it's kind of like that line from Back to School, you know, when Rodney Dangerfield says, why don't you call me when you, have no class? But that's not the case. In this case, Chase Tapley has class.
Right.
Chase Tapley on the Scott and BR Show on the Mighty 1090. Good afternoon, Chase.
Good afternoon. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, thanks for being here. How are you?
I'm good. How are you guys?
Doing really good. Hey, what was the film that you guys were just watching from the NCAA? What was that all about?
Just a film that we watch every year about gambling and the NCAA tournament and stuff like that on games, and it's just really serious. I mean, because a couple of years ago, USD had a big scandal with gambling, so it was really important for us to watch that movie and get a message from it.
Even the seniors, even you. I mean, you saw it for your fourth time.
Yeah, man. It's just an important thing we have to watch. I mean, some people probably take it for granted, but it happens all the time.
All right, so if you guys are watching a film produced by the NCAA about the dangers of gambling, in particular around the tournament, is that something that everybody does right now, or is that something that teams that are projected to make the tournament do right now?
That's a good question. I'm not sure. I mean, we walked in the locker room today and was like, dang, we're already watching the NCAA tournament video, and usually we watch it after the tournament, the practice going into the NCAA tournament. So this is the first. It's been before the Mountain West tournament. So it's just kind of a confusing thing, but also a good thing if you think about it.
Yeah, it is a good thing because, Chase, I don't know about you, but you tell us, are you at all nervous that you don't have a guaranteed spot yet?
Yeah, a little bit nervous. You always get me a little nervous because you don't know what's going to happen. I mean, it can go either way. I mean, all we got to do is just take care of what we have to do, and that's win games. If we keep on winning games from here on out, I mean, hey, it's going to be 100% we're in the tournament. So we just got to leave no doubt and have no questions out there saying should this team or should this team not be in the tournament.
Chase, what can you guys do when you're in a game like the one against Boise State and you're just ice cold? I mean, what does Coach Fisher do on the sidelines, send you back on the floor, and somehow kind of get hot?
What he does. That's what makes him a great coach, is giving us the confidence and telling us we're going to make a shot, just get to the basket. And most of it is just giving us the confidence that we can make those shots. And we got to do a better job in practice and in game mode situations when we're doing our spot shooting. So when we get in the game, it's just like practice. So it's probably more of us than coach. We just got to take care of business.
Talking to senior guard Chase Tapley, San Diego State against Boise State later this week in the Mountain West Conference Tournament. That game's Thursday, yes?
Yes. I think it's Thursday or Wednesday.
All right, well, I got to check.
Wednesday, yeah.
Wednesday? Okay, listen. So Billy Ray's bringing up an interesting point about how cold you guys have been. And it wasn't just against Boise State. I mean, it's been going on now for quite a while. I mean, Chase, what, if anything, can you figure out why this team has become so cold, in particular, shooting three-point balls?
I have no idea. I mean, all I know is that we're all confident in ourselves and each other and what we can do and putting the ball in the basket. And right now it's not the good time to go cold when we're about to be in the Mountain West tournament and the NCAA tournament if we get there. But it's all mental. It's all mental. We just need to stick with our confidence, stick with what we know we're doing. I think everything's going to be okay. I mean, today we had a good practice and everybody was focused. We had high energy, and that's what we need from here on out.
A high percentage, too? I mean, were people actually hitting three-point shots and such?
Yeah. Every day we had a good spot shooting. I mean, we were making 5 in a row. Everybody's making 5 in a row, and that's what we need. I mean, we need consistency.
Does that not frustrate you, though, after being so cold against Boise State, and then, your next time out on the floor, you're killing it again?
Yeah, it does frustrate you a little bit. I mean, well, that's the game of basketball. I mean, sometimes the ball's not going to go your way, and sometimes the ball's just going to be falling. Every shot's just going to go in. But it's who has the mental toughness to overcome the bad. It's the players that are great. I think our team is full of that.
Well, listen, this is where this whole season is going to get really interesting now. I mean, 21-9. Look, nobody expected a 30-2 or whatever it was a couple of years ago kind of year. Coach Fisher kind of cautioned us at the beginning of the year. Hey, guys, we're going to be good, but we're not going to have that kind of a record. That was a once-in-a-generation sort of a season. But now we're to a point where, this team has what you really desperately need come this time of the year. It's got really good backcourt play, and it's got senior experienced players. I mean, I don't know how you feel about it. I don't know what you guys talk about as a team, but it's time for guys, I would think, at this time of the year for you and for Rayhan and for, I know Jamal's not a senior, but with all of his experience, it's time for you guys in particular to really just put this whole team on your back. Would you not agree with that?
Absolutely. I mean, I absolutely agree. Like you said, with this team, and we have all the pieces that we need to be a great team on a court. And so me, Jamal, and Xavier, and James really just talked about it on our way back from Boise that this is the time we really need to step up and not make excuses and just have everybody on the same page and have the same mindset and just give it our all. I mean, this is the last leg, the last quarter of the season.
I think there's going to be a certain amount of people who are thinking to themselves now, well, it wasn't a strong finish down the stretch, and they don't really have dominant big men in the paint. But you know what, Chase? I would flip the whole mentality. Chase, I really would. I would say it like this. Look at all these games. The loss at UNLV, the loss at New Mexico. I would say, wait a second. We've been in every single last one of these games and lost by 2, maybe 3. But the reality is, you go back and you look at the shooting percentage in every single one of those games, and they're all bad. So think about how great you guys were playing, considering how poorly you guys were shooting.
I mean, when we're having games like that, and we say we come in halftime, man, we play so bad, but we're only down by 4 points or 2 points. We talk about stuff like that, and we just say, well, we all put it together in one game, and we'll see what will happen. I mean, you see, we'll blow teams out. I mean, so that's what we need. We just need to come out and give it a whole 40 minutes and consistency.
Is that a message you would deliver to your team?
The same message. I mean, we say it all the time. Not even myself. I mean, right. That spoke up, Skylar, all of them saying we play our game the way we want to play, how we dictate people. I mean, nobody in the country I think can beat us. So that's what we just need.
All right, Chase Tapley with us. Now I know you got to get to class here real quick, but you got to just tell us this: the other night for senior night, it was such an emotional evening, and it was such a cool thing. Wow, seeing you come out with your people, and by the way, most of us didn't know that you were already a dad. What's that like, being a senior in school, all the pressure of trying to make it to the NCAA tournament, finish your career on a high note, and by the way, having a little baby. How old is your baby?
He's 4 months, about to be 5. And having a baby is a great feeling. I mean, you don't really get mad at little stuff anymore in life. You just happy you have something to live for. But that night was emotional. Me walking out there with my family and my teammates the last time at Yeahas, and I just remembered all the memories, and it was just surreal.
And what is your son's name?
Blessed. His name is Caden.
Caden, does he have game?
Yeah, he's right now he's big. He's big, so I hope he has game when he grows up.
I don't know how you do it. I really don't know how. I mean, how old are you?
I'm 21.
How could a 21-year-old guy have all this pressure of the whole city looking at him? He's the senior leader of this team, and by the way, on top of all of that, he got a little baby. Man,
it just comes with the territory. I mean, I'm not the first person to do it. Other people have done it and done a great job at it. I'm just my main focus is my son, just school, and just helping my team go far in this tournament.
All right. Well, hey, listen, big game coming up Wednesday. By the way, I've been looking at a couple places online. Some people have it on Wednesday. Some people have it on Thursday. But it is Wednesday. It's at 9 o'clock.
Yeah, it's at 9. It's the last game. It reminds me of high school when we played at 9 o'clock at Arco. So it's going to be the late guy.
Yep, Wednesday night in Vegas against Boise State, a rematch after this past weekend's game. Chase, best of luck to you. Thank you very much for the time, and get to school, man.
Yeah, hustle.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
All right, pleasure. Wow. I could never, ever, ever, ever.
Never.
Ever.
Ever.
Never.
I hear you, dog.
I could never have had a child when I was a 21-year-old child